I'm Maria Chin Abdullah, a social activist in Malaysia. I signed the Declaration Rakyat is because presently the economy, if you look around, it is actually in a very appalling state, yeah, and we have to take action. Simply because who will actually pay for the downturn of our economy is really you and me, yeah, the rakyat. If you look at the things that the rakyat has to actually take up, yeah, as a burden, the GST, the rise in petrol prices. Recently we faced a cutback in the scholarship for students, a huge cutback in terms of the education, in terms of the key subsidy for services that are necessary. My key concern is really, that the key questions have not been actually answered, particularly when there is allegations from the Wall Street Journal that some of the money may have gone into the general election 13. For me, I think that being an activist on clean and fair election, I have a big question for that. And we need to actually ask the right questions and get the right answers as well. And if money has gone into the personal account and used for election, then you are denying the voter suffrage as well. Well, the Citizen Declaration does highlight that we want Najib to resign. That is true because he is the one that is making our economy in such a bad state, and also the violations in terms of human rights. But beyond asking the Prime Minister to step down, my motivation is really about the reform agenda, because a lot of our institution has actually failed to actually protect the human rights of the people, and we have to therefore strengthen our public institutions. So that is the key motivation for me. And I'm looking at the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission that needs to be strengthened. The police, in terms of the abuse of power, that has to be dealt with. Also, if we want clean and fair elections, then therefore the Election Commission has to be strengthened. In fact, the present Election Commission does not do its job, and in fact violates all the election laws. So these are the institutions that needs to be strengthened, reformed, and that is what we want for this country to grow. The Citizens Declaration, is not about Tun Mahathir. The Citizens Declaration for me and my involvement is really about for this nation. We want to save this nation from corruption, from the abuse of power, from the violation of human rights. And we want to bring in the reform agenda. So that is my motivation. It is not about Mahathir. And it shouldn't be about Mahathir, because it should be what we want for this country. Yes, my husband was actually detained, but I feel that when we have the institutional reform, there will be correction of all this wrong that has actually happened in our country.